Many of the nation's farmers feel like they've taken a step back on Capitol Hill as the House rejects a new farm bill. NTV's Seth Denney spoke with Congressman Adrian Smith. Here's a look.
It was a decision many farmers were waiting for, but not the decision they wanted. This afternoon, the House of Representatives voted down the 5-year farm bill. And joining us now on the phone with some reaction is Nebraska's 3rd District Representative, Congressman Adrian Smith. And Congressman, thanks so much for being with us today.
Well, thank you, Seth. It was a frustrating day. I voted for the bill, and not enough other of my colleagues did vote for the bill, so we're going to have to pursue some other options here, but I certainly remain committed to getting this done.
Congressman, what was the major sticking point that really held this thing up? What do you think?
Well, we were expecting a more bipartisan vote. If you look at the dollars spent on the nutrition title over the last 4 years, we've seen a 135% increase. This bill proposed about a 2% decrease from that number, and that caused the bill, I think, to lose a lot of votes. But it's hard to really pin a lot of my colleagues down in terms of what they would like to see in the bill or not in the bill. The fact is, we're just going to have to work hard and get this done.
Congressman, what happens now? This bill isn't dead for good, is it? What do you think?
No, I think we will reevaluate and really examine which direction we want to go. And what it boils down to is, do we try to spend more to try to get more Democratic votes? Do we make deeper cuts to get Republican votes just to get it to conference that likely won't even stay in the conference version of the bill? You know, given the fact that the Senate has already passed theirs, it's actually pretty rare in my time in Congress that actually the Senate has taken action on something and the House hasn't yet. But again, it's going to require some hard work. But I remain committed to getting it done so that we can move forward. And it's not so much the short-term impact, say on an ag producer down the road. We're talking about the longer term. That's why we need the 5-year bill, so that crop insurance, for example, producers know what to expect with those policies. But, you know, with the strong ag economy being what it is, I think that has led some of my colleagues to think there's just not much urgency. But the fact of the matter is, I'm not certain we'll always see this ag economy what it is today. And we need to get a 5-year farm bill done that hopefully many of these parts won't even kick in, but we do need to get it done.
Congressman, we're about out of time, but in an essence, in a nutshell, what kind of message does this vote send to Nebraska's farmers and ranchers?
Well, I think it's unclear at this time. I would love to have been able to hold a press conference to say that the House passed the bill today. We're not able to do that, but I will say it's not the end of the world, even as disappointed as I am. We just have to examine which direction we want to go so that we can get the bill to conference and utilize this process to get the job done.
Congressman Smith, you're a very busy man. We thank you for taking a few minutes out of your schedule this afternoon.
Thank you very much.
Still to come, your grow forecast and a look at your photos. Stay with us.
This is Tyler Lay from Glenville, Nebraska, and this is NTV's Grow.